Hey everyone, how you doing today? So we are going to go live. I've got Bryan with me right now, and we are going to discuss all of the latest MasterTech Expo news. First of all, Bryan, how you been?
Doing good, Mark. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. We currently have a little over 23 days left to go before the start of MasterTech Expo 2025. Tons of exciting news I've been seeing, coming through the pipeline here. A ton of website updates along with those news. So basically, right now, we just wanted to hop on, give you guys all the latest details. And if you're ready, Bryan, I think we should just hop right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so let me bring this up here. So first of all, this is your home screen, right, on the MasterTech Expo page, and just again a nice friendly reminder how much time we have left before the show kicks off. But let's hop into this news section, and right off the bat, this is really exciting news. Bryan, tell us about Tesla.
Yeah, this is a super cool kind of venture with Tesla. We feel like we need to be in front of this EV movement. Tesla is, the biggest brand in EV, and there's absolutely the most cars on the market, and it's up to us, Mark, as technicians, installers, to integrate into these vehicles and to have solutions for our customers that are driving these cars around. So that's the whole kind of premise is like, hey, let's be in front of it. Let's be experts at this. And why don't we have the best of the best there? Tesla, join us, have some master technicians to ask questions to, and maybe even a test drive.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. So I know last year one of the classes was really breaking down kind of the details that go along with integrating into these Tesla vehicles, but super cool to see that they're supporting the show this year. To have OEM manufacturer support of an aftermarket show is pretty awesome. Is there also going to be a class that people could sign up for? I mean, and obviously everyone going to the event can join in on this Tesla experience. Is there also a class that's going to be offered?
Yeah, so that EV class on the pre-day, on that pre-workshop day, it is right there, and Ray West is actually going to be leading kind of the category. He is an expert in this field right there, and Ray did something like this last year. So we'll have the Tesla team in the beginning of the class, and then Ray will take a continuation of that in this probably 2 hour session, and it will be an amazing journey. So don't miss this. This is I would say a once in a lifetime deal, because I don't know if it'll ever happen exactly like this again. It could be different next year, or other variations, but this combination in this training setting, it will be second to none.
Awesome. Yeah, that's one of the great things about the show. It's always different each year, totally new experience. So definitely valuable to go year after year. Moving on, if you're ready, did you have anything else you wanted to touch on Tesla or?
Yeah, no, yeah, don't miss that session. This is another great class. Probably one of our most popular would be that high fidelity workshop. Mark, this is going to be something that's super special. Each one of these categories or sessions, if you will, is just by the best of the best, literally in the world. I mean, uh, you know, Julian from Audio Fisher Tech, Andy Waymeyer, Mark Eldridge, all just superstars in their own rights. And then the last one in this session 4 is super special. This is Sean Olive. And Sean comes from JBL. He's Dr. Sean Olive, and he's from Harman International. And if you guys have ever listened to a pair of headphones or an EQ curve that's, from that world, he's probably the one that's engineered this. And we're lucky enough to have him for this one session. He's flying in just to teach this at MasterTech. How cool is that, Mark?
Love that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, all these names on this list are industry leaders. So, and along with having Sean, this is going to be quite the track to be in if if this is part of your business, something you want to further explore. High fidelity sound, tons of value going on right
Yeah,
there.
I was looking at the numbers today, and this is almost sold out. So this class only holds a certain amount of people. So if you're interested, lock this in, because once it sells out, we'll just put sold out on the registration tab, and we will be watching, on the entry on this. So yeah, lock that in if this is something you're interested in.
Yeah, and just in case you guys are new, if you're, just now learning about MasterTech Expo, there's a bunch of other tracks that you can get into. Did you want to just give us a quick overview on each of these?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, the Fab Boot Camp is going to be something super special. There's going to be some great, I think just good fabrication stuff that helps you on a day-to-day basis. We call it the meat and potatoes, how to make money with fab. So if you've been doing it for a minute, or you're an expert, or if you're just kind of coming up through the ranks, awesome class. The Master Fab, I'm going to be honest with you, is one of the most popular classes, and we have some of the top tier guys teaching. I might even jump in there a little bit on this one, Mark. It's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely click on these sessions, and it'll give you more information, kind of a deeper dive into each one of these. You can kind of break down these, but the idea is each one leads into the next one, and they all are cohesive on how they're taught. So by the end of the day, you're kind of immersed within each topic, and they all kind of build upon each other. So it's great.
Nice. Yeah, that's something else we should mention too. That you get to, as an attendee, you get to sign up and pick two of these tracks. So you'll go through one of them on the first day, and then the second one on. I think the way the scheduling breaks out is like the next 2 days, right? Just because of some of
Yeah,
the other sessions.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for like the keynote speaker and stuff. So we can talk about that a little bit more too. Did you want to touch on, obviously there's a lot of different options here. We're trying to
there is.
keep this short. So if you guys want to
Yeah,
see more details on each of these, definitely head to the website and
yeah,
click through right there. But
yeah.
speaking of leading experts in the industry, this is something else that we wanted to bring up here. So we've got Mr. Dave Kiddig joining us again.
Yeah, and if you guys know Dave, he actually came to year one of the MasterTech Expo and just did a fantastic job. Everybody loved it. He had his concept vehicle is actually, it's a production car now, and I think it was a C1 they called it, and it was like the one of the very first ones that he built. Well, this year, what actually last year, he won the actual Riddler Award. And if you guys know what that is, that's the most coveted award you could win as a car designer. And, the stakes are pretty high. I mean, it's not like a couple $100,000 car now, it's millions. So that car in that top right corner there, that is the vehicle that he won the Riddler Award with. And look at that thing. I mean, it's pretty sexy. That
Yeah.
thing, it's probably valued at $3 million, Mark.
Whew.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it is unbelievable. So what he's going to do is break down how this car was actually built. It's never ever been done before. Dave has never done this, obviously, but
Wow.
he's going to kind of pull back the curtain and show us how it was built from a sketch to reality, and all the pieces in between, how the molds were made, how the things were 3D printed, how some of the interior parts were cut on a Cam Master CNC, which Cam Master will be there as well. And he's going to have actual parts from the car that were machined live to show us. It's going to be super cool. And I did
Wow.
want to show this. Everybody gets this poster that's kind of a keepsake from the show, and Kickers helping to sponsor this, but you get this signed, autographed
Nice.
poster at the show. So don't miss it, but you got to be there to get it. So it's going to be cool.
That's awesome. Love that. Cool. Man, you just keep coming up with some awesome new things. Speaking of some new things, what's cool is a lot of the here. Let me switch our layout real quick here. A lot of the different manufacturers in the car audio industry are kind of starting to use this show as a launch platform to talk about some of their latest gear and products. Which one did you want to talk about first on that? Because there's two big ones here,
Yeah.
right up front.
Yeah. Let's do the guys from MSC.
Okay. Give me a
So,
second. There we go.
so this is a really cool launch party. If you guys are interested, you need to just register through this link on our website. But our friends at MSC, Larry Penn and Mike and Jeff and the whole crew, Nick, they'll all be there, and they're going to have some of the best, technology. They're going to be launching, uh, you know, Julian Fisher and Guy will be there from Blam. It's going to be awesome. This is a pre-show party, so you do need to register for it. It's going to be at the conference theater, and it'll be an unveiling of new products. So this is brand new. No one has seen it. It's a huge deal. So don't miss this. Yeah, that'll be awesome. So that'll be in the daytime on Thursday. So if you're coming in March 19th, don't miss that. So yeah,
Nice. Yeah, good to know. In case you're booking your travel, consider booking it a little bit ahead of time, right?
absolutely.
All right. And then our other, if we head to our news section
Yeah,
here.
hit the news. So Project M, this is not the real name.
That's the
it's
code name.
it is the code name for the launch of the actual brand and their whole product launch. So uh, Tony Diamore and Juan and Jason Digos and others, they're gonna launch this whole thing at that Sunkist warehouse that evening. So it would still be on March 19th. That's a Wednesday, and they're going to launch this huge party and some cool swag. But it's really going to be the launch of the brand, and you'll actually get to learn what the name of the brand is called. It is going to be second to none. So
Nice.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Tony, boy, he's just a brilliant engineer and good friend of mine. They're going to have some things up their sleeve that you guys will not want to miss.
That's cool. How many people can say that they were at the launch of a major brand? I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty unique. And just to highlight this, so transportation from the hotel, the Delta Hotel is right there on site. That's the main hotel, is provided. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So they'll have a shuttle going back and forth. That Sunkist warehouse is probably a block or two away. It's a lot. You could walk it, but you'd probably want to take an Uber or get this shuttle. But don't miss that party. And I believe it starts at 6ish. I'll get the details. Actually, we'll update the details on the website. But hey, guys, don't miss this absolutely cool unveiling of their whole brand.
Yeah.
So that's how incredible.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, speaking of the hotel, how is the hotel completely booked like the Delta?
So yeah, if you want to click on the hotel link up at the top there, fortunately and unfortunately, the Delta Hotel has been sold out for a minute. We have oversold this thing. Every nook and cranny is sold out, and it's only our group. So the Delta is super happy with this, but we do have alternative hotels that are actually pretty cheap. They're around a couple $100. That Marriott is a little over 200. The Holiday Inn is under $200. So they're definitely still affordable rates. And there's other hotels if you want to get an Airbnb, but those are two hotels that are within I think a 2-mile radius of the Expo Convention Center. So make sure you lock in your reservations for the hotel. These are two great there's others even close to our office here in Tempe. If you guys don't mind taking Uber, or if you're driving, we got a lot of West Coast, a lot of California guys, and
Yeah.
Utah, Nevada, and so on. So
And
uh,
something worth noting, I mean, the fact that, it's only a couple miles away, but the fact that the schedule is filled all day and we feed everybody as well. So there's no reason to really have to leave campus. So not a big deal if you're staying at one of the other hotels. You can, come on over first thing in the morning, be there all day, and then obviously head back at night after all the action is done for the day. And speaking of food, should we show our video real quick? Our little short video that we
well, I know a lot of people come just for the food.
It is good food.
It
Yeah,
is amazing
the
food,
caterers are top notch.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, roll the video and we
All
can
right.
talk
Custom
about it.
vehicle modification industry, and I'm here at the MasterTech EXPO. This is an event that has a wide variety of courses from industry experts that cover custom vehicle fabrication and installation. One of my favorite things about this show, though, is that lunch and dinner are included and they are on site. This maximizes your time spent learning, networking, and seeing the latest and greatest car audio gear and automation technology. Learn more about this event and get signed up for the next one at MasterTechExpo.com.
There we go. Man, those tacos, I'm ready. Tell me there's a taco night again, right?
100%. We'll always have a taco night. Barbecue, good food. It's going to be fantastic, guys. So,
Nice.
that's the cool thing, Mark, is when you come to MasterTech, it's almost like you're on a cruise ship. You just don't have to leave. Everything's inclusive. You don't have to worry about meals. You don't have to worry about all these extra charges that you'd get at other venues. It's all inclusive. There's no parking. It's just, no parking fees.
Right.
And, it's just nice because you can
focus on learning. Yeah.
You can focus and be serious about your craft and learning. It's going to be amazing. So
love it. Another big news for this year, if people haven't heard already.
So our good friend Fishman, and if you guys, some know Fish, some don't, but you'll get to know him. He's going to bring his Fish Edition vehicle, his Expedition, that he has done some pretty cool stuff with. It's actually super clean and has motorization like nobody does motorization like Fishman.
Yeah.
So
sure.
this thing just folds up and comes out, and he's done a fantastic job. And he's just blending aluminum and router work. He's done all of this with no automation, which is really cool. The lighting, the motorization, the craftsmanship, the design. He's going to kind of break that down. He'll have his vehicle there. It's a live interview with Matt Schaefer and Gary Bell, and it'll be kind of an old-fashioned podcast live, if you will, and for everybody. So you'll be able to sit there and kind of go through this. It'll be 75 minutes of Fish telling all the details about his vehicle. Pretty cool.
Nice. That's awesome. I love that we're getting all these like vehicle breakdowns from everyone this year. Like it's kind of like what I would call a live build log. Like, and the fact that you can ask questions right there, that's going to be amazing. Love that.
This is all about vehicles. It's about integrating electronics, vehicles, music, gadgets, craftsmanship. That's our show right there, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know what else it's about? Is some competition action, right?
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, this is a new section you guys have added to the website. If you guys want to see, who's on each of the different teams for the build off, and I'll explain that really quick, just for those of you that may be new to the MasterTech Expo experience. So each day during lunch, 2 teams of 3 people each go head to head. They usually have about 3 or 4 hours. I forget the exact time, but in that time range that they have to live build in front of this audience that you can kind of see in the background there, a project panel. And have we officially released what the project is yet? I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that.
We can talk about it.
Okay.
So look, guys, we haven't mentioned this before. The whole show is based off of the Chevy C10 trucks. So the older trucks are super popular. I mean, we have a show out here. It's called Dino's Get Down that 5,000 trucks come out to. But we're going to build door panels. Each team's going to build a door live in 3.5 hours. They'll have just a raw door up there on an easel, the sheet metal, everything. And they'll need to do their thing and thrash on this. They've all gotten a template and some CAD, just the overall layout of the geometry of the door, and they have to build everything on site. It is going to be incredible. Watch these videos. I promise you, you're gonna be inspired because there is some serious talent, and it's every team has some A players that are just going to crush when they get on that stage.
Love it. And the red team is kind of defending their honor. 2 of the guys from last year's winners are on this team. So
red team is defending. So we'll see how they do. The stakes are high, big bragging rights. And hey, we're super happy to have Rockford Fosgate as our 4th year title sponsor for the build off, and they also are going to be doing a sneak preview of their new stuff that we really can't say, but you do need to be a Rockford Fosgate dealer. And Friday night they are going to have their unveiling of some of their tech and new stuff that we don't know about. But as if you're a Rockford dealer, you're invited to go. Your phone's going to get taken away. You get to see, but you will not have access to your phone. So don't miss Rockford's training Friday night.
Nice. Awesome.
Yep.
There's another big competition going on, though, that we have to talk about. And this also goes down at lunch each day. And this is the Clean Wire Challenge.
Yes. So our friends Dean and Fernando, there's the rules. I guess we need some more pics in here to kind of.
Yeah, give us the intro. I'll find a video real quick.
Yeah. So the Clean Wire competition it's during the exhibit time. We like high energy, lots of stuff going on, competitions, food, vendors are showing their A game, and also these guys are thrashing on the stage and outside. We'll have 2 tents. Clean Wire will have their own category and their own section, and these guys are going to be branded with all their swag with product from each one of these manufacturers. They'll get a couple amplifiers, a signal processor, and they have to wire up an amp rack like no other in that same time frame. And when the time is up, the time is up. Dean, Fernando, these boys from 5 Star, they do a killer job of emceeing this. We'll have cameras, all kinds of stuff, and they'll be judged. It'll be people's choice. You get to judge on who wins. And Mark, I don't know.
I got a video queued up. Let's just show it real quick.
Okay.
It'll really describe it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Amplifiers into a vehicle for a custom audio system, you're of course going to need to wire all of that gear. But it's important that that wiring is clean and serviceable. Here at the MasterTech Expo, each day around lunchtime, you can watch as competitors go head to head in the Clean Wire Challenge. Each competitor is given gear from a show sponsor that they must properly wire and connect while trying to manage the wire paths as cleanly as possible. Along with competitions like this, there are also a wide variety of different classes on topics that are for you if you're in the custom automotive industry. To learn more and get signed up for the next show, visit mastertechexpo.com.
There we go. So real quick, there's a new location on that too this year, correct?
Yeah, it's right in the heart of the whole outside plaza. So it's in that back area. You'll see these massive tents, and it has its own kind of stage area. It's super cool. So that is new for this year.
Nice. All right, so moving on, let's see here. Do you want to talk a little bit about the networking party?
Yeah, the party is the very first night, that Thursday night. It is something that you don't want to miss. It's if you want to just hang out, rub shoulders with everybody, the builders, the manufacturers. If you wanted to just kind of chat it up with somebody, it's there, and that is that Thursday evening right there. It starts at 5:30 to 8. Food's included. This is a kind of a sit down, nice big buffet. We have just drinks. There'll be, I think 4 bars, live band, and food. And it's just a cool vibe. It's a great way to kick it off. We've always kicked off the event with a cool party. So this is our way of just saying thank you and giving back to all the attendees. We want you to feel special and welcome, and we're all family, and we just want to have a great time.
It is definitely always a good time. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the background there. There's last year's event.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Got the band up on the stage, and part of the experience also is the award ceremony.
Yeah, so we like to recognize top tier people that they are deserving of this. And this is people's choice too. So we want you to click on that right there and go nominate who you feel should be, the master fabricator. That's the best fab guy of the year who's contributed the most, maybe posted some cool stuff, kind of shared their work and kind of gave back to the industry. Lighting is one of my favorite categories. Fabrication and lighting go hand in hand. There's been some pretty incredible builds with lighting. A clean wire, that kind of goes without saying. And the winner of last year is going to give that trophy away to the 2025 winner. And on our future tech, we always want to be looking at the young and up and coming guys in the industry. This is so important for us to grow as an industry and have that young blood kind of take over the reins someday. So we want to recognize those guys. And then the Lifetime Achievement Award is really a special award for somebody who's kind of dedicated, obviously their career to the industry, and they've really given back and made a difference and changed, made a positive impact in the industry. So that's a special award.
Love that. That's awesome. And then along with that, there's also some of the exhibitor awards.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about these, Mark.
Yeah, so these awards basically are these also, I forget if these are also voted on by attendees. Is that
That
correct?
is, yeah, they're voted on at the show, during the show, because
During the show, right?
you
Yeah,
you
because
listen to them, you watch
yeah,
them.
exactly. You want to get the experience and then vote. So there's three different ones here. So best sounding vehicle, pretty self-explanatory there. That's what's awesome about the show. You're going to get to demo all of these different vehicles that are brought by the manufacturers. Also, the best booth experience, because at the MasterTech Expo, it's a little bit different. The idea is, to be conveying as much information as possible. So to be able to be in the booth and experience this information that they are giving you is key. And then also the best vendor training experience. So we should touch on that really quick. Just, do you know where it's at? Let's see. Is it under workshops or
Manufacturer
there it
training,
is.
right there it is.
There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah. So this is we're updating this all the time. We're getting more and more information, and people are wanting to do different things for the evening. But we occupy this whole city block. I mean, it's the hotel, it's all the buildings, it's everywhere. So you have 2 night school classes, Friday night and Saturday night, and then Sunday morning. There's opportunity to see training. And I mean, guys, the manufacturers go all out. It is usually the engineer coming in. It is a product launch. It's like we're talking about. They're doing demos. Kenwood's going to do like a live show of questions and answers. Are giving away tons of stuff. All these guys are giving away swag in the classes. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I highly encourage you to kind of pick and choose what classes make sense for you. Anyone can go to any class unless we specify otherwise. Like there's a couple that you actually have to be dealers with, but other than that, you're welcome to go to any class. You don't have to be an authorized dealer to go to X or Y. You can go to any class you want and learn about the brand, unless we, specify differently. But yeah, this is for you guys. This is the manufacturer's FaceTime with you. So definitely take advantage of this.
Yeah, and something I want to point out too, you did say it is, it's a huge venue. It's a whole city block, like you said, but the walking distance from like this corner of the hotel to this room right here is literally like what, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
So everything that is super close to each other, which is great. You don't really have to spend a whole lot of time walking about. So
Yep. Yep.
easy to get around. So cool. Did you, we got to tell the guys how to sign up. Did you have anything else you wanted to touch on before that?
No, definitely lock in your classes. They are filling. So as we get closer to the event, what do we say, 23 days out?
Yep.
We're close on a couple of them. So when they sell out, that's not an option anymore. So I really encourage you guys to get locked in. We still kept the price down for you guys to help with your travel and your hotel, but it is going to be an amazing event. We'll also have an app for the event as well that you'll be able to navigate all the classes, the time schedule, and it'll be updated live as well. So
you guys always do a really good job too when everyone shows up. You always have those nice the printouts of the that clarify what time everything is. So
yep, yeah. And as attendee, you get some swag. Every year we have a cool shirt. We have an awesome design this year for shirts. As an attendee, everybody gets a shirt. You get a swag bag. You get a notebook, all the stuff to learn. And then the manufacturers are going to help with that as well, with their swag as well. So you get lots of stuff. You get all your food. is included, and then the education is second to none. So
That is an understatement. So get signed up, guys. Register
Yeah.
to attend now, right there, and give us a real quick explanation. What would be a guest? Why would you need to register a guest?
So if you bring maybe your wife and she's not really in the industry, but she wants to come hang out during the show, or if you want to just come to the exhibit floor and go to the manufacturer training, you're just basically purchasing the food, if you will. So if you want to be a guest, no problem. You don't have to go out to the main classes. You can just come hang out or go shopping at the mall during the day and then hang out with whoever at the exhibit floor or the night school class. It's just if you don't want to do the whole thing, you don't have to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, Bryan.
All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
It's gonna be fun. So we'll have some more updates. There's new developments all the time. So Mark, we'll have to come back and give them more info down the road.
Yeah, guys, stay tuned. We'll be sure to like Bryan said, deliver that new information in another MasterTech Expo live news event. Thanks, guys.
All right. Take care.